Now again my today's agenda is cloud sensor on cloud, but with the practical implementations, right? Just now I have received some questions from the students. The question the students being asked is sir, some confusion regarding your virtual sensor and virtual sensor group, right? So due to the board limit, this virtual sensor group and virtual sensor, what are the difference? See here. So if you will divide the entire country positions, north, south, east and west, so let us assume that again we will take the same example, equivalent weather conditions. So at the same time you are able to find the temperature, humidity at Jammu and Kashmir, at the same time at Chennai, at the same time at Kolkata, and at the same time you are able to see the at Gujarat region, right? So how? So this is BSG1, this is BSG2, this is BSG3, and this is BSG4, right? Right. And again, some students have asked, sir, again explain what is the difference between this virtual sensor and actual sensor. So in WSN, this sensor will be all times on, right? All times on, and on the basis of the lifetime of the sensor, the cluster heads will select and they will communicate to the gateway and transfer this information from this to this to this. But here virtual sensor will not always, this is the virtual. When the demand has been triggered from the cloud, then and only then will be activated, right? If the temperature, maximum time, the temperature will be not varied within 30 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe sometimes varied. So okay, if varied, then triggered. Otherwise the temperature is constant somehow. So they will not trigger every time, right? So this is the advantage of the virtual sensor group, right? Virtual sensor as compared to wireless sensor. So what is the advantage? They will not trigger always. So energy efficient networks, right? And quality service is better because that energy will be utilized in point to multi-point communications, right? So hopefully you are able to understood the concept of the virtual sensor and virtual sensor group. So if any time if you have any confusion about the virtual sensor, just think virtual sensor will not trigger the demand every time, every moment. And VSG, just see the examples. If you will divide the India north, south, east and west, then I think you never forget about the concept of virtual sensor group, because BSG1 is east part, west, north part, west and south part. So hopefully I think you are able to understood the concept of BSG, right? So now I will continue with my today's agenda, how you can deploy the real-time sensor and cloud networks by the help of sensors, Wi-Fi module, and currently students for the students very easy. I think you all are aware about that software and platform, ThingSpeak, right? So today I will show how you can implement sensor on cloud. So again, between this, there are two parts. One part is your sensor parts, and second part is your user interface part, right? So see, first part I will explain. So here, let us see. You all are aware of this. This is the DHT sensor, digital humidity and temperature sensor, right? At the same time, they will send the humidity and temperature, right? I think you are able to see this DHT sensor, and you people have already completed some labs on the basis of these sensors in your class. Second one, this is the ESP8266. This is the Wi-Fi module, right? Right, and this one I think everyone is aware, right? This is your Arduino, right? So now I will show how you can practically implement this, right? So again, practically before we will continue, first divide the sections into two parts. One part is the theoretical parts and other part is practical. So, but theoretically I have already covered. Now see, here your sensor unit, and other one is your cloud unit or browser unit, right? See, so first I will take this, let us assume that your DST sensor, right? I will take this here, this device here. Now they will interface with your Arduino. Now this will interface again with your Wi-Fi module. Here this is ESP8266, right? Now you know Wi-Fi are able to communicate wirelessly, right? But the distance is limit. So let us assume that here in lab 100 meters or 60 meter to 100 meters is communications required, right? Now see here. Now how you can implement and how this informations can be interfaced with the real time, right? So so in real time you will require one platform, ThinkPeak, right? So ThinkPeak is required for your implementations. How ThinkPeak will be work? So see, step by step approach. Step 1, how you can implement. So first steps is, so spelling ThinkPeak, right? Steps THINGS and peak. Step 1 is first register yourself, register with your Gmail account and something. After this, after registrations, you will receive one channel ID. Channel ID. This is very important, right? Channel ID. Right. This software has been installed in your PC, laptop or in PC. Please, if the PC is there, then communicate with your Wi-Fi module to Bluetooth module, or you can take one other Wi-Fi module here in PC. So if you have the laptop, then there is no requirement of any other devices. So this Wi-Fi module will be directly connected with your Wi-Fi module, and this Wi-Fi module is interfaced with your ThinkPeak. So first step is register. Second step is get the channel ID. After the channel ID, you are able to communicate, but before the API key, right? Application interface key 1 and API key 2, you are not able to receive or send the data. So what is this API key 1 and API key 2? This API key 1 is send the informations, or API K2 is receive the information, right? Receive the information. So there are two types of key will be generated, and basically this information is in tab format. So and after this authentication key also generated. So the same key you will receive, that key will be filled here. After the sending and receiving, if you request the send, because communications will be happen only when the request, response, and after authentications, the acknowledgement, right? Acknowledgement is positive, verified, then you are able to say write or read. Operations will be there, right? So this is the step-by-step approach in ThinkPeak. So after this, how you can generate? So ThinkPeak is a really wonderful platform for the students to generate the real-time data. So see here, this wireless data will be transmitted by internal Wi-Fi module of your laptop, and they can transmit and receive. And this is the sensor unit. This is your cloud unit, right? So now cloud unit will be interface with user, right? User. So practically your ThinkSpeak will be maybe you have purchased some cloud services from Microsoft or Microsoft Azure and other platform. It depends totally on you which type of platform you are using. Cloud, public maybe using, you are private you are using, depends on you, right? So this is the cloud, and again some other user also the same platform, third user also using the other platform. So different cloud services are providing the same platform. So here services 1, services 2, services 3. Now let us assume that the user don't know anything about this practicality, right? They just visit the site and just see the temperature at the SMUD, right? So what will they do? So cloud is basically interface with the web browser. And every web browser have the unique IP address, right? Unique IP address. Now, after the web browser, here is your user. Here is the user, right? So, user, right? User 1, user 2, user 2, user n, right? So, infinite number of users can interface with the web browser, right? Because at the same time, one depends on the cloud limit, right? So, and your also depends on your which type of DNS you have, right? So, now see the environment. Now, user 1 wants to ping this browser www.rakeshjha.com, and rakeshjha.com are able to provide the DHT sensor information. DHT sensor matlab here the humidity and temperature, right? But here the user can able to see the temperature and humidity both, right? Or which one is they want to look. Sometimes if they are looking for the temperature only, then here at the cloud the filtering is also there, right? So which type of demand request by the user, cloud will respond in such a way. If they are looking for the temperature only, then only they will show the temperature, not the other parameter. So filtering process is there. So what is the beauty of this cloud sensor and cloud? Everything is virtualized, right? Not everything will process on the temperature. Temperature will not filter the informations. They will filter by the here virtual sensor or virtual sensor group, right? So virtual sensor and virtual sensor group is here, and they will send the informations to ThinkSpeak. But how ThinkSpeak will work? So they can provide the numeric data, and the beauty is graphical nature. So see how they will work. So let us assume that this is the time, this is the temperature. Currently the time is 11 AM. And I want to see the nature of up to 3 PM. Date is 12th May, right? So how we see the nature? So this is the sensor. So currently the temperature is look like this. But forcefully or maybe naturally, some kinds of fluctuations will appear or real-time processing appear, then graph will be due to the blowing of air, this shifting air there. So real time, if the temperature is rise, so real time they will show, right? Real time they will show this temperature. But here, this is the DHT, but what about the virtual sensor but VST group? So again, they will collected the information north, south, east, west, right? This is the BSG group. And since if I want to process the temperature or sensor humidity only when they will greater than threshold limit, right? Greater than threshold limit. So if the value is less than equal to delta T, then we will not process. If greater than delta T or less than delta T, then only we want to proceed. Then this is here is the role played by your virtual sensor group. Virtual sensor group is virtual, right? That is not real. So on the basis of instruction received by this cloud, they will process, right? So this is the beauty of virtual sensor and virtual sensor group, right? Hopefully you are able to understood. These all filtering process or demand has been processed by virtual sensor by the demand by the user, right? So this is the entire process in the sensor on cloud. One part is the sensor unit part. Second part is the user interface part. So how you will work? So just my web page, I'm going to summarize. So first, in the SMADU campus, let us assume that in 5G lab we have deployed some sensor unit for the for temperature and humidity. That temperature and humidity will be sensed by your Arduino unit or any microcontroller system, and that will be interfaced with the Wi-Fi module. These values will be transferred to the virtual sensor, or a virtual sensor will be communicated with the virtual sensor group, and that will be interfaced with the ThingSpeak platform. ThingSpeak platform is very I already told they will able to show the values in the numeric form as well as the graphical form. Once these values will be sent to directly interface with the cloud. Cloud will directly with the web browser, and web browser with the user interface. And this lecture can be shown here. User can see user one can analyze. So up to 11 a.m. temperature like this. After 11 the temperature is vary. So 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. always the temperature will be rise, right? So you can conclude on the basis of temperature, on the basis of humidity. So which type of agriculture provides better productions in the 5G IoT lab. So hopefully you are able to understood from the sensor unit to virtual sensor group, and how they can be interfaced with the real-time environment with the ThingSpeak, and ThingSpeak which type of data will be provided, how you can analyze, right? So on the basis of this you can provide your quality of service, quality of experience, energy efficiency, right? So different parameters you can able to analyze with this. User can analyze through this setup, right? So hopefully you are able to understood the hardware part, how the practically you can able to build your own system sensor on cloud, and how the information can be fetched, right? And be remember, every cloud, every sensor on cloud or everything is depends on only run by the user demands which type of information, only that type of information will provide by the cloud, and cloud send the instruction to BSG, and BSG will be operated in such a way. So students, hopefully you are able to understand this concept sensor on cloud theoretically as well as the practically. In the next class I will cover IoT with the VANET networks. Thank you.